Hello everyone, welcome back to Fablehaven Age of Wonders 4. Gaius Julius Mento has destroyed all opposition on Avalon except for one. Today is the glorious 1v1 against the once and future king, Mordred. And we're going to try and initiate as many victory conditions as possible, just for the meme. I would like to take Camelot militarily, because, that's kind of how it panned out in the demonic playthrough. But, we'll just see what happens. The end of one series is the beginning of another. And the next series is going to be the most brutal yet. They truly brutal difficulty settings, high world threat, slow research, hard start, all that shenanigans. And the AI will have challenging plus difficulty, so they'll get their little cheating bonus. And we'll try our best. If the goat could do it, surely I can do it now. And your choices are all undead related. To check out the new undead stuff that I haven't seen. Not really new anymore, but I haven't seen it. And your three options, of course, you can find a link in the description to learn more about them and vote, are going from like a scale of basic to slightly more complex. Because I wanted a very straightforward undead option on the poll. And that option is the now and forever Lich King, Arcane the Black. Wonder how people got baited with that. Arcane the Black is the Grand Vizier of the Undying King. He was the Tomb King that was completely and utterly on board with Nagash's war against life. And he was Nagash's first servant. I guess servant's the word. Vassal. Vassal's a better word, I think. And he would be undead, materium, and his special shtick would be the chariots. The Tomb Kings did have chariots, and they were they were like Egyptian inspired, so the Hellenistic architect culture fits them as well. So he'd be Architect of Shadow. The second choice, I'm really excited about this one. Lei Shen, the Heartless King. Lei Shen, the Thunder King, is one of WoW's greatest written villains outside of Arthas. This bait I threw earlier. And Lei Shen is super dead. We killed him at the end of a raid tier as a raid boss. Rathian ate his heart, and Jaina sealed the Power of Storm in Archmage's Antoninus' staff. So he's dead, dead, dead. Even if you're dead, dead, dead in the Warcraft universe, the power of undeath is limitless. And so Lei Shen will come back. He will be an architect of probably Astral Materium. I haven't decided quite yet. And she'll lead the Mogu, so we'll be using the Graceful Judge mounts. Although, honestly, there won't be... Is it even worth using points for that? If only 2 characters get on it? We'll see. But he will be a Giant King himself. So he'll be a Giant King of Storm, even though his Storm powers are technically robbed of him. We'll just say that, this is what lingers, what remains of his once unlimited power. And last, but not least, this one's gonna take a little bit of suspension of disbelief. Because this is the Heart of Darkness, the Ancestor. This is the Ancestor from Darkest Dungeon. I learned in my research for deciding what I was going to do that the voice behind the Ancestor, Wayne June, did pass away earlier this year. And so I felt compelled to try and slip it in here. The Ancestor, spoiler alert for Darkest Dungeon if you never beat it, is the Heart of Darkness. Or rather, the Heart of Darkness has been reborn in the Ancestor, so you have to beat him as the final boss before all the DLC stuff. And so he would be an Eldritch Sovereign, focused on flesh crafting. There's a lot of quotes he has about the flesh and its mutilation, so I thought that'd be really fun to incorporate. And I'm not sure if he would have an undead faction, or if I would try and do the tentacles and then do some special focus with the skeletons. Because for the first time, you can actually recruit skeletons of your own culture. Wait, it's not the first time, right? Anyway, the tier 4 building is all about building skeletons at your place. So, and this would be the only non-architect option. I would be going with the mystic potential for this very undead, astral, chaos shenanigans. All well and fun. So those are your options. Again, these will all be on the highest possible difficulty settings, and this will include the Prophecy of Ruin for all the characters. They are all about ruin in one way or another. So, you can leave your vote in the comments, I suppose, or you can go to the link that I'll be pinned in the pinned comment to read all about your choices and vote for them yourself. Now, without further ado, hopefully the color comes back to the screen, let us begin the end. So we can't actually attack Mordred here, because we are... Yeah, we're still in peace. That is fine. Hang out here. We are already mustering defenses into the Temple of Vesta because of that. And so much worse. I did get the Room of Recall, I believe. We can even plop down a Beacon of Unity here. We'll build a few of them. Why not? Waifu is busy. The question is Waifu going to bother with all this, or is she going home? We've got a war to win, you know? Kind of wonder what's down here, though. Like, is this a city down here, or is this a city... maybe we can take this stuff. We'll see. I'm not force marching. The Heart of Avalon is coming under our control. I think we'll wait for one turn and go from there. I do have a spell ready to cast the Supreme Magic. Gives our battle mages and support units, we have a lot of support units, Zeal, dealing bonus spirit damage, and when they kill something, it explodes. Isn't that nice? All well and fun. You're keeping an eye on our newfound foe. Who's a good boy. We're going to build another Beacon of Unity. This isn't really the place to build it. So what we could do is if Twin Mock can expand to this, we could be next to each other and reinforce off anything attacking. Which is how you're... not how you're supposed to, but how you should do this efficiently. And if I had this city, still, Little Roma, we could put it right here. And that would be perfection. Perfection. I guess I'll just wait on you. We're not touching any tips here, unfortunately. The abbeys are in the way. If I had a nickel every time the abbey was in the way, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot. But it is weird that it's happened twice. Just boost that out. I'm thinking of doing a video. I think I've mentioned this. Where I'm thinking about doing a video for just like things I'd like to see in Age of Wonders 3. That down there. Age of Wonders 3. In Age of Wonders 4, excuse me. And the more I play with this boosting mechanic in like the late game here, the more I wonder if it's really necessary to complain about not being able to share resources like you could in Planetfall. Well, I'm not really complaining, am I? I just think it would be good. Anubis is a master of order, and of course, the Dome of Protection would be on point for him as we continue down the Blood Pact. It's less because it's a Blood Pact, and more because it's a beneficial thing for our allies, you know? It's a support thing for Anubis, the best boy of the Sacred Land, who is now a lot harder to hit with range attacks. The Lady Vic is withdrawn because she's dead. I believe I did go over all of her characters. We've captured a few people, but I don't think we will kill them. That's a big old city. Remain at war. Blint Arctica. That's a 6. We'll go take this one. Wow. I don't have that many stones, game. I wish I did, but I don't. Production is always good. You think befriending the unseelie courts will raise your chances of victory? It shall be my empire that rises above all. Press exit out. I really need to, why am I, what? We don't care about the 6-tile ones. Okay. Looks good, I think. We have 25 turns until our next hero. I've discovered the Giant Bane Fields. It is so mean that you spawned right next to a landmark. Exceptional city placement, though. Like, oh. Magnificent. I hope we find a Giant Bane Field in our next playthrough. I think I'm about to be 3v1s. Joke's on you, though. I'll take it. Wonder how long this turn's going to be. I've shared this story a few times, but in Victoria 3, which just got a new DLC, I actually, full transparency, I tried to record a video for it, and I'm so rusty that I just spent like 20 minutes talking on like when the country loaded in. I'm like, no, that's not going to fly. that's not acceptable. Well, I'll figure it out. I might even just stream it. I think that's how I did, that's fine. I think that's how I did content for Victoria 3 before I streamed it. And there's, a really fun... You know, that's not a bad ring. I might just take that and slap that on somebody. There's some really fun things they added. They basically did a DLC on cultural identity. And different assimilation and pop stuff. So, of course, the area they chose for national identity is the Balkans. Good times. So because we are taking a free city, because we defeated it, we are going to get the pacification boon. I would like waifu to meet up with her husbando. Wherever he ran off to. He's here. Well, Mordred, it's been a pleasure. I don't think I need to stand on this. I think that we will get this. It's how that is with like a destroyed culture. I pumped out a scout here because I'm trying to get these Wonder Stones. Because I wanted to use the new feature to bind our wonders, our monuments, to get the magic condition, magic victory condition. But oh my goodness, has the expense multiplied beyond fathoming. Disgusting. You know what? Who needs bonus money? Honestly, do I need bonus research? I don't think I do. Make sure we have walls, though. It is really nice in Endless Legend 2 that you can just drag them. There we go. There's not like an exact spot to click. You drag things. That feels nice in the turn order. I like that. You know what? I don't need a Carnival of Flesh. I might in the next playthrough, but not this one. You're all vibing. It might be time to start the recall team. I think we'll recall one person. Should it be the Sicarius? He's really good at killing heroes. We'll get this going as well. That's not the button I want. Maybe I'll kill Mordred and then recall. Didn't I have... Ah, it's teleport. Right, yes, other spell. Well, I guess they're hanging out here. Alright, Mordred. Long has Mordred been our steadfast ally, even though he turned away from my handcrafted heroes and chose the goat waifu. I forgive him. But I never forget. Major War? Very well. Gaius, Julius, Mento. If it is a war you want, it is a war you will get. It is a war I want. Thanks. How did you know? And... Ooh, we're pulling in... Are we going to 1v2? You better believe we're going to 1v2. I want to see how the AI does just out of curiosity. I may get sick of fighting Mordred here. That is a... Will we get out of sync? Let's try it. There was a... No, there was not a patch. There's a patch for Baldur's Gate 3 of all things. Ugh. The moment I looked at the patch, I saw that downloading, I'm like, no, don't break my mods. I have to break them myself. It has been elected that I'm going to cheat to attempt to fix Jaheira. So I have to figure out how to get Cheat Engine. There's just a big old button to download Cheat Engine, but my antivirus is throwing out an absolute hissy fit. Yep, there's the out of sync. Well, I guess I'll do it myself. I only have 28,000 mana, team. Yeah, my antivirus is throwing an absolute hissy fit, and I just can't be bothered. It also sounds like that version is, you don't have the dome. Interesting. It sounds like that version has ads? Question mark? I'm not really interested in that. So, I saw some thing about compiling it raw. Probably should summon this guy first before I did all those buffs, but it's alright. So what am I afraid of here? That's a better question. Am I afraid of anything? I don't know why this guy's... Oh, he's mobilized. I'm not sure that I am. He's still immobilized. Well, if this guy can't move, what about we move over here? I might have missed flying. Might have missed that. Although, if you... Oh, right, he lasts for one turn. If you select the Ancestor, we might still have flying. I thought really long and hard about this list. I'm pretty proud of how it came out. I wish I had a giant AoE to just hit them with. The thing about Zealous Ignition is that he's going to benefit from the Cleansing Flame as well. Just funny. Do I go in? I don't think I do. Think we go here in defense. I'm not sure why this is always 50%, but doesn't matter in the end. We stand as one. Wait a minute. Oh, I moved into, I was going to cleanse them and be annoying. Alright. Can our bulwark hold the line? We're not really hiding in, oh, now there's no trees. I was like, we're not really hiding in the trees anymore. Because we're flying and all that. But, okay. Remember, we have bulwark. So we have +2/+2 on top of all of our other ongoing shenanigans. Well. Goodbye, buffs. How's it feel? I bet it feels bad. There's a lot of resisting he had to go through. I'm thinking of having, oh. Wasn't quite what I was thinking about, but... Well, goodbye, Mordred. By goodbye, I mean... Have fun over there, I guess. Oh, I should have checked to see if I could actually shoot him. Well. Okay. This guy's alone. Let's make sure he's okay. 24 defense and 27 resistance. 88% damage reduction. I think he'll be okay. I think he'll be alright, team. I'm gonna have to kill Mordred again. I definitely want to use the tier 4, the new Tome of the Revenant. New, Vision Max. But I'm thinking about including the Oracle Tome for some of them. I don't think it would make sense for Lei Shen. But I mean, Arcane is literally... I think it makes sense for him. Kind of like the power of Nagash is allowing him to perceive the future or something. Well, go away. Now, you can go in here. Smite them. You can go here. What's our smite looking like? Okay. Good job, Mordred. I'm not Mordred. Good job, guys. Mordred, I'm coming for you. I'll just do it again. Tell me. Tell me I won't. I love the Grand Protection. One of the better ways of war spells for sure. I think the Grace Tome won out 1000% against the Calamity Tome. It's cute, and the giant, ice bomb is really annoying. But I think this one's just so much better. And I don't even think it's much of a contest, to be honest. Am I cleansing rain again? Yeah. Don't worry, we'll get there. How's our divination? Goodbye, Mordred. My goat. Who has an actual goat. King, could you imagine if I could just walk in here and Boom. AoE. That'd be nice. Okay. Always secure your kills. See it making that lady waver. I also want to do demoralization stuff, but I don't know if that's something that I'll be able to fit into the next... I guess it depends who wins. The Tomb King have a number of leadership discouraging effects. Maybe I can get away. Get away with calling it that. Oh, you don't understand. I have a Screaming Beam catapult in my pocket. And every time it hits, it deals minus 16 leadership. I'll have to double check if I remember the next time I do the Tomb King stream, but I'm pretty sure that the Screaming Beam catapult has the discouraging effect on top of... I mean, I know it has a discouraging effect, but I don't know if it also stacks with the under fire debuff. It might. Well, since I'm here, might as well make sure this goes away. Okay. The Age of Order has been researched. And we'll grab the shrine. The shrine got buffed. We might as well, you know, at least pick up one. Okie dokie din. Yeah, see, the Tomb of Calamity. What did you even get? This is super annoying. So, I mean, that's fine. Tomb of Calamity is not a bad siege project. Desecrate lands, whatever. Accursed Armor. This could actually be really fun with the architects. Just run them in there and try and debuff things. Cursed projectile is pretty good. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. But I mean, the Tome of Prosperity. This is strong. This is disgusting. And this is pretty good too. The garden's also very strong, but I just never picked it up. Anyway, what were we doing? What tome is coming into our pockets this year? I don't really think it matters. Should we show off some Roman engineering?
Artifice, I like to think, is the ultimate expression of genius made physical. To translate something as intangible as an idea into a working, walking automaton is truly a magnificent thing. When one can turn such creations into behemoths, marrying machine with magic that can level or raise a city, they may veritably claim the title of Artificer.
We might as well grab the Reaper bolt throwers because of the fortification damage. We're definitely getting artisan armaments, though. We lost the Cosmo... I own half the map. How have I lost this? Capture somebody. Don't care. We got some remains. Mordred has withdrawn to the Astral Void, and that is the next turn. I think I can get this down to, like, 2 turns. Wait, why aren't you building a beacon? The one thing I don't like is that I'm going to turn these on and I'm going to be attacked by partisans, and that's going to be annoying. To be fair, I just had to build the beacons. No one said I'm going to turn them on. We're not getting an expansion victory here. The problem with expansion and magic victory is that it's going to take 15 turns. Forever. You know? I love this mod. As they add this back into the game, kind of, in different ways, I wonder if I'll ever turn this mod off. I don't use it very often, but when I use it, I love it, you know? It's one of those things. Alright. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm lagging now when we open stuff. Oh, but in Victoria 3, I'm sorry, I didn't finish that thought. You can tell my mind's kind of scrambled today. In Victoria 3, this doesn't bring just Gaius, right? Ooh, hold on. The game, to kind of like lighten the load of calculations, it does everything. Oh. Wait, am I not at war with you? Isn't glowing red mean we're at war? It does everything kind of simultaneously. So all the different countries will make their decisions at the same time to reduce computational load. So as you get later and later and later in the game, and, you know, the empires have begun swallowing stuff up, and there's less and less countries, it really starts to chug. However, I am happy to report, although I'm not entirely sure in this current patch, I haven't gotten very late, but the Chambers of Commerce, which was the last DLC that I missed, they changed how trade works, and I think their new trading mechanism is going to help reduce late game instability. I think I'm just gonna wait. So I can build a teleport. I can spit out a teleporter here. So we'll get working on Anointed Peoples. We are going to incur an economic penalty unless I release something. I guess we can go for you. Get another pacification stack. Since I'm here, why not? Waifu! Oh, hi! You're doing great, Waifu. And this will be numero trace. I believe he has, Nope, he doesn't. We can headlong. It's terrifying, but we can do it. More pacification stacks. So, we're here at Eleganza. Our army is gathering. Shall we, begin the siege? Kind of a wayward stack here, but... our vassals are doing work. Oh! Is this the White Knight? It's Balin! Hey! Sir Balin is often regarded as the evil son of Sir Tywelin. When compared to his brother Balin, that certainly rings true. Deep within his selfish lust for power lies fear and admiration of the Lord Almighty, although he much prefers to invoke the vengeful wrath of his lord rather than his grace. No one has seen his brother Balin since Mordred appointed Balin to take control of the Bridge of Sorrows. Twice. Ah, Balin the Savage. What an absolute G. In Update 2.0, they made Vanguards so much more powerful, because they were underperforming, like, dramatically. And Balin is literally a one-man army. It's disgusting how much work he did in my Deus Vult playthrough. He pretty much carried it. He was more or less the once and future king. The only reason that I couldn't say that is we were playing on the highest difficulty. And he died to King Arthur. Because King Arthur, that is a fight and a half. But other than that, he would have been the once and future king. I would have had to give it up. And Sir Galahad! Not too shabby. Sir Galahad is Britannia's most famous Grail Knight, and spent his entire life in search of the relic. When he first arrived in Avalon, he felt as though he had been robbed of the promise of heaven. However, his opinion swiftly changed when he realized the true nature of Avalon. The Lady of the Lakes Island was one born of and molded by devotion. With the Holy Grail secured, he and his fellow Grail Knights can turn to their new ultimate purpose, transforming Avalon into their Christian paradise. The Grail Knight storyline is so funny, because you're chasing the Grail even from very early in the game, Dindrain is also looking for the Grail, like her brother, Percival. And a vision of it shows up, and she accidentally opens a rift into, like, the distant past and shows off your first glimpse of the Fomorian. And the lady, like, spazzes out, and you're like, oh, what is this Grail? It must be some holy, great holy object of terror. I'm like 97% certain, I don't remember exactly, that the Holy Grail storyline ends with Galahad saying we were the Grail all along. I'm like 97% certain that's what it is. That is why you spent your entire life searching for the Grail to receive nothing from it?
I was wrong. The Grail was inside me the whole time. It is inside you and everyone else.
I forgot about this. The real Grail was the friends we made along the way. I thought we were going to use the Grail to turn Avalon into a paradise.
It will happen one day. But it will be a paradise for everyone who can accept the Grail. It doesn't matter if they are Christians or not.
Great. I only hope that you will join us, Sir Galahad, and help us spread this message. I know Merlin talks about the Grail. And he basically says that the Grail takes many shapes and many forms. And so that was Galahad's great realization that, well, if the Grail takes many shapes and many forms, why can't I be the Grail? Good times. Go to tier 4. Where are we expanding? Oh yeah, I forgot you built a city here before you died. That was so incredibly rude. Waifu! What's Waifu doing? Oh yeah, we're going down this left side. This is an interesting passive. Magic attacks abilities inflict plus electrified, burning, or thunder defense against targets already afflicted by that status effect. Part of me wonders just how much can you get this to, like, stack a debuff, you know? Because we can do that with all of the burning stuff we have, but even more so if you were going down the electric path, which I think, especially if it's Lei Shen, the Thunder King, the Heartless King. Especially he would want something like that. But, you know, you just click and it bounces. It just bounces. No thoughts about that. I don't think we care, team. Here, even take knowledge. Trees can expire. War party. Blint's capital city is besieged. By who? Worthless. Blinty boy. Even in death. You're disappointing me. You're breaking my heart. I'll remember when I did the, what did I even call it? The Great Blint Arena. I got a few comments that were hoping that not me would win. Mordred has built a beacon of unity. Which is really funny. After a period of upheaval, a world seedling from a distant world has taken root, spawning a new world tree. Peace returns within the realm, and balance is restored, as is nature's wont. Your troops may once again traverse the woodland safely and unhindered. Yet for all the turmoil the world seedling caused, you may have an opportunity to benefit from the woody incursion. Will you restore your lands claimed by forests, or is it more appealing to learn new power over nature? Okay, the forests are here to stay. We don't particularly mind. Mordred, you built your beacon awfully close to my home. These are my beacons, game, not Mordred's beacons. But yeah, I don't expect anything really to come of them. Bigos Adicus. So we're about to do Anointed Peoples, then we're going to bind a Golden Wonder. Again, they fled. Craven dog. Ballin the Savage would never flee from me. You know what? I'll even chase him down. Tell me I won't. Come at me. I'll take you all on. We have acquired the Heart of Avalon. I do kind of wish you could decide if a city is renamed. I guess I should just exhaust my things and they wouldn't be named. But I like the idea of taking over different parts of Avalon and it being the name being unchanged. It's like Nova Roma has seized control of the Heart of Avalon sort of situation. I mean, we could make it the Nova Pantheon. That'd be a pretty good place to put it. Just slap our Pantheon in the Heart of Avalon. Oh, hey, we now get this benefit, I think. Yep. Oh, I was going to release Nova Minima. That's right. That's why. Even though I think I only have 2 Golden Wonders, and that's one of them. Mordred has returned to Camelot, and my domain has been invaded. A random guy. We might have seen all of Mordred's characters. Also, you get teleports in the pocket for waifu. Have we seen Mordred's characters? We've seen the White Knight, Dindrain, Ballin, Callahan. There's at least one more. I couldn't tell you who it is, though. Well, hey, if we keep killing... Oh, I think I know who it is. If we keep killing these heroes, you'll have to, You'll have to come, talk to me eventually. AI once again left a unclaimed area next to his city. The Mordred has lit the beacons. I realize he retreated to defend the beacon, but Mordred, did you know? If you lose the settlement the beacon's attached to, that counts. That counts as losing it. I don't think any of you have Siege Master. I haven't done a particularly good job of building that thing. Probably should, but I'm sure you can tell I'm here just to vibe today. I'm in a vibing mood. It's been It's really been a day. Alright. Let's get Anointed Peoples and then we can do a recall. Boom. This gives us +3 status resistance and +3 spirit resistance, which can be very helpful with our current situation. Hey, best boy. I need you to come home. Oh, we need to get this first. I suppose I could just spit out a teleporter. Why are there so many gold notes? Hold on. Hold up, wait a minute. Oh, the best boy can't make it. Do we want the Centurion here? Back home. If it's just this, we don't need any help. The Sicarius has this under control. Does he? What was this army? Whatever, it'll be fine. Where did you come from? Oh, right. Artisan Armaments is in. I am going to grab the Reaper Bolt Throwers because they will help us in sieging stuff down. Doing great. We should be able to upgrade one of the monuments now. Somewhere across the world. They were not joking when they said that that would escalate. Good job, Vassal. Also, I feel like there's a lot less magical material. Am I crazy? And I'm just delusional? We're on a large map with 9 people. I feel like I should have more control over this when I own most of the map. I do remember someone talking about that. That was a few patches ago. It might have reduced it because of the Wonderstone. Or maybe the mod adding in all of the handcrafted areas reduced it? Possibly? Anything's possible at this point, honestly. The Blinding Frostbringer. Should I kill these for my little vassals? Wait, is that what I need? For killing it. Thank you. Don't lose anything. Thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, while we're here, we might as well just take care of it. With the amount of healing that I have, I really shouldn't lose any battle in an auto. Anyone who's low on health should just be topped off by the AI. Okay. I think Mordred has one more character. And I think I know who it is. Come at me! Nope. I thought we'd get to fight. Oh, wait, hold on. No. You also have a Trank Pool. This would be the Trank Pool that I bought off him. You know, I should probably check to make sure that all of my vassals are attacking Mordred. Because they have an automatic and they might go after some silly... little free city. Which of course we don't care about. Wonder how close we are to the shadow thing. Whatever. I kind of wish that trading, like if you initiated a trade with somebody, it would increase their allegiance. Because like, hey, trading with you. Oh, hey, it does. Treaty created. See, it's a great idea. So if I do this, I should get, Hey! Man, what a great idea. I'm so glad that I thought of that. So I could throw it out into the void. Maybe one day the devs will implement it. Oh, I joke. I jest. Tell everyone to kill Mordred. I suppose it's not really a 1v1 if I have a legion of vassals to go after him. But he's sending his legions after me. Did you survive, Icy Undercore? I don't think you are going to. That is way too much mana for the amount of knowledge I just got. I think he's dead. I think Blint's remaining units are dead. Well, we're right under the Heart of Avalon. Wait, can I see it through the floor? I can, look at that. So, we should be able to use a teleporter as well, if we would like. This is Bigus. Vibing. Mordred had 2 tranquility pools, and I had none this whole campaign. 111 turns of just nope. Sorry. No tranquility for you. Others and Armaments is in, granting us 25% critical hit chance. They nerfed it from 30%, and it's still kind of just the GOAT. They tried, you know. Anything else I need to cast? I think we're chilling. Bind some Wonder. We need 2, and I think I have exactly 2. I can do this next turn. That'll be 3, but how... What is this production time? Oh, can I... Yeah. We have a decent amount of production. I guess... Did I ever research that? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. It's order, right? Yeah, we can use Fanatical Workforce. This might be like a mandatory spell for the Architects. Also, I'm not entirely clear on how the monuments are scaling their costs. Because for some reason, I wanted to say that they would scale based on how many of that tier you had. So if you built 1 monument, tier 1, you built a second monument, tier 1, that second monument would be more expensive. But if you built a tier 2 monument, that first tier 2 monument would be the normal costs. And then if you built another tier 1 monument, that would be double the costs, because you now have multiple monuments. I guess my question is it better to just have 1 monument and go straight up and then start a new one and go straight up? Or is it better to like spread it out? I don't know. We did benefit from it all being spread out because we got the affinity and whatnot. Feels like everything's so expensive. Just like in real life. Goodbye. Get daddy. Okay. Our triple stack is good to go. Anubis, Lord of the Sacred Lands. I'm not going to let the best boy just sit there. We'll find something for him to do. What? Don't know. Don't know. Reaper bolt throwers, siege magic. Sure, we'll buff our support units even more. They're pretty good. I like them quite a lot. This is expensive. I guess it is working that way because that was 1,000 for a tier 1. And this, at a tier 4, is 1,350. So I guess it is working that way. How I suspected. I just remembered something. Health is good. I like health. You want Berserker's Rage as well, but we'll get there. That's a problem. No? Mordred has condemned me. You fool. I can lock this and then you enroll it, right? This is such a waste, but this is why I have so much mana. I never got a Templar army. Or Pyre Templar. I also didn't get Condemn army, which is what my brain first read. You know what? Fine. It keeps my progress when it shuffles through. Anthem of Victory. It looks like we have burst past Mordred. We are 6 turns away from Whispers, which is fine. You're doing great, Sicarius. There's only a hero, you're going to delete him. That's what you do. You delete heroes. The Archon Power Cleaver. I am fairly certain you are safe to leave. Castle Corbinek shall be vassalized. There were no heroes here, so I don't feel bad seizing it. I do feel bad it's going to take me 3 bloody turns, but that is what it is. I think he's going to go step on my my binding. Mordred has lost the Beacon of Unity. He has. Oh. Nope. I'm going to stand here. Hey team, did you know my domain has been invaded? I might just have to keep casting Bind Golden Wonder. If I can bind a 5th Wonder, I can afford to lose one and still keep the age going. Oh, there's this one. Nice, okay. So we do have... And this one. We have a lot. Okay, that's fantastic. I forgot these things counted. In my brain, they're landmarks, which of course is not what they are, but they function kind of, sort of, like a landmark. I cannot believe I'm thinking about that. Because I am. So, I mean, you know. Believe it! Or don't. I really want... Honestly, any of the characters could get away with going for an Age of Magic victory, but I feel like it'd be super appropriate for Arcane. And the lore I've cooked up for Lei Shen, it'd also work. Because I have an excuse for each of the characters to be in a world where everyone else is stronger than them. I mean, that's just kind of the case for Arcane the Black. He has no friends in the current state of the world. Not even his fellow Tomb Kings like him, and the vampires only coordinate with him because they had to listen to him because he had the authority of Nagash. Which, without Nagash, you know, is SOL. So, that makes sense. For Lei Shen, ooh, it might be attacked. He's coming. The true once and future king. I think I put that on one of the thumbnails for that series, didn't I? I called Ballin the once and future king. Are you not attacking me? Fine. I'll do it myself. For Lei Shen was the final boss in 5.2. So proud I remembered that. In 5.2, in Mists of Pandaria. World of Warcraft, this has been this way forever, has always had its expansions kind of like invalidated as it moves on to the next one. So, I think it would make sense if this was like right before Legion. Honestly, it's not even expansions these days. It's bloody invalidated for the next patch. So, you know, Lei Shen at the end of 5.2 is so much weaker compared to like the end of 5.3. Was Legion really 6.0? It might have been. But anyway, the whole idea is that Lei Shen was originally one of the Titans warriors. And even when he dies, he's just like, my only dream... Okay, we're fighting this for sure. Or, you know, I was trying to enact the will of the gods or something. I.e. the Titans. So my thing is, like, he's back, and not only is he undead and missing his heart, which was the source of his extreme power, but he's in the wrong patch. So he's gonna get whooped. Pretty sure people were already farming him in 5.3. Trying to remember, because Lei Shen, this was, oh dear. Just remember, this was the first time they introduced Thunder Forging, which became known as Titan Forging. I'm not even sure if it's still in the game. But players hated it. To be fair, a WoW player hating something Blizzard did? Never. But what would happen was, this only happened on Heroic. Did they have Mythic? They might have. But on the higher, basically, it only happened on the higher difficulties. There was a chance, a percentage chance that any piece of loot dropped would Thunderforge, turning it into a higher quality. Actually, could it happen on lower difficulties too? The only thing for higher difficulties was there was the real boss fight, right? I mean, Lei Shen was the end, but there was one more boss after Lei Shen. The truth of Lei Shen's power was that he had imprisoned Highkeeper Rot Den, who ironically was the one who created the Mogu. And he stole his power. Pretty rude. But it's what Tyrant would do. Get some evasion for this first turn. And then the Ancestor, of course. The whole thing, the lore of the Heart of Darkness, is that it is the beginning and the end. So the player... We actually interrupted the Heart of Darkness's, like, resurrection. But the player, the end of Darkest Dungeon, was the end of the Heart of Darkness's cycle. And so now, complete, it seeks a new world to begin the cycle anew. I also forgot to mention earlier, I'm thinking, I have two ideas for, I'm sure I'll put this in the poll. This is why I always write the poll thing later when my thoughts are complete. But I'm thinking for the poll, to write in the poll, the idea for this playthrough would be either I would, I think we need to heal yet. Well, should the Paladin just delete the White Knight? You heard my goat. This would either be a throwback to my older series, which... Oh, I should have moved in with this first. Where I would take a character and I would just find a bunch of other characters that, you know, I knew I could reference and toss them into an arena of some kind. Farewell, Avalon. The true once and future king. Not sure why you take so much more damage, but there you go. So I thought that could be cool. Instead of these my current style, of course, is to make a whole, you know, scenario set in their world and do stuff like that. The other choice I had was that it would be... Get off this light. I don't know what this lightfish is doing, and I don't want to know. Would be that I put the Heart of Darkness into an entirely new world and created a setting for it. I even had a funny idea to be like, for that world to be like the My Little Pony world. Basically an innocent fantasy worlds for the Heart of Darkness to corrupt. Of course, then I run into a major problem where I know nothing about the My Little Pony world. The only thing I know is that there's this... What even is he? He's like a goat, dragon, griffin thing. Who is functionally like a supreme being. There's funny clips about him, but that's all I got. Anything we want to cast? This is fun. There you go. Remember, with our buildings, that is not only a big defensive spell, that's also an offensive buff for us. That might be part of what makes it so powerful. Surely you're not going to die here. True Strike is really annoying. Good precognition. Ooh. Fine. This would be a salvation angle. Wow, they're doing a good bit of damage there. Alright, well. Let's go save our people. Let's use rid of Pacify too, just by the way. Alright, we have a lot of work to do. How do we do it? I'm surrounded by Tyrant Knights. This guy's probably dead. I think even if I laid on hands him, he wouldn't survive. Let's make sure we kill what we can. Well, I mean, there's this. That's a good start. There's also this, which is a good start. Hello. Waddle, waddle, waddle. I believe Mordred is a feudal, right? Monarchy feudal as well. So his archers are actually pretty spooky. Beast Smitten Foul Greytra. If I coordinate you... not ideal, but it'll do. Okay. Waddle, 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 waddle. I could have free action healed him. It's quite a lot of damage. And it exploded and killed the lightfish. I mean, that's why I did it. Duh. I totally intended for that to happen. I believe the enemy wavers. They flee in terror at our glorious... There's just an archer I didn't even use. Alright, survive. You can do it. There is going to be one more patch, I believe. The Oracle lived. Don't quote me on that, but they try to do 3 patches for each, you know, DLC. So I would not be surprised if we got one more. And I wouldn't be surprised if we get news of Season 3 soon. Ish. Soonish. Hopefully I still have time to do all the series I want to do. But maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. The enemy! Please. Now, of course, I fought that personally because I had to kill Balin personally. The true once and future king. I suppose we could pick that up. Sure. Okay. You can go in there. It should be audible. Even though there's scary stuff here, we just heal the team. Like I said. Yeah. Heal skills OP. 69 gold 1. Stand back on the Citadel. The castle. And, Bigus Dickus can unite with Anubis. And this stack. I kind of want to leave the Orc. I gotta be honest with you, I don't particularly care for the Titans. Whoever was worried about them, they were right to be. Well, I don't know if worried is the word. But, you know, that's kind of how I feel about him. Alright, Biggest Dickus, the Centurion, and the Bestest Boy stand as one. Oh, Waifu's coming as well. I don't think she needs to stay down here for anything. Although, I would like her to come over here. She can protect Nova Minima. And the Praetorian, of course, there's only one place for the Praetorian to be team. He must stand alongside his Censor. We have finally restored the Cosmoflux Elixir. Where on earth are these silver tongues? We have 2 more level ups, so might as well reduce upkeep, I guess. I don't know. Don't care. Raising city yields 20 permanent income. Well, we have the White Knight. Some would say the White Knight is only remains, so how could I have the remains of what is only a remain? I have to convert Balin. I have to. I've been burdened. Receiver was released as a vassal. Good job. Welcome to the team. Alright. We have so little Wonderstone. I'm definitely going to cast the Age of Water just to get the buffs from it. Alright, the Silver Tongue fruit looks like a tongue sticking out at you. And it's not in any of the red or gray territory. Somehow. Or, you know, the not Fog of War gray territory. That's a Fomorian Tyrant Knight. That's kind of spooky. Oh. Was kind of spooky. We have to do tentacle stuff for the Heart of Darkness, the Ancestor. But I'm really torn on whether to do Umbral Disciple. I somehow selected multiple armies that are on completely different sides of the map. Because whenever we do Umbral Disciples, you can't really see customization. Okay. You know? Praetorian must stand with his king, with his legionnaire. I saw it. Tribunus. I was getting there. But we shall wait. Maybe I should go stand on the teleporter. Meh. we're better together. Devassalize next turn. You are going onto this. Alright, team. It's so very anti-Mordred. He's been a craven dog. Hiding. Cowering. Did I not make any of these? Okay, guess I didn't. But of course, I am of course referring. I hope I can make it now. There it is. Book of the Wallbreaker. Fair enough. Biggest dick is gonna knock down that wall with his thigh. Someone commented that I seem to be enjoying saying the name Biggest Dickus a little too much. And you're right. Between that and Gaius, Julius, Mento, I'm not sure which one's more fun. Really just having a time of it. The Anthem of Victory. So Ascended Warrior, that's an interesting one. They nerfed it by increasing its costs. We found all the things. We could cast the Age. I'm not going to yet. Or am I? I kind of want to bind more Wonders, but I thought I had another spell I wanted to cast. Yes. We need to get Fanatical Workforce. Pretty much everywhere. Before anything, it needs to go over here. Please don't crash, game. Please don't do whatever you're doing. There's no hero here, so... At least they can't come for me. I think that was the most important one. It may have given me a turn. It may not have. We're at what, 300 now? 296. We have 3 quarries. We could get a little more, but... yeah. I have almost double the production of the Council of the Righteous. Part of Avalon built the Affinity Obelisk. I honestly think the Affinity Obelisk is one of the most broken things about this culture. I mean, their damage scaling is nutty, right? We all knew that going into this. But we can just build the Affinity Obelisk and boom. Any city is harmonious. It doesn't matter. Any of them, all of them. Oh, I'm sorry. Have you discriminated against this culture for your entire run? Now you've taken over their capital city and they hate your guts? Affinity Obelisk. Problem solved. Nova Roma. We go forcibly take this province. That'd be funny. Temple of Vesta. Our capital city. It's almost done growing, by the way. Sure. There you go. Quinmont. See, it can do the thing. I can put a beacon here. If I could. We could put a beacon here and here, and we could just protect both at the same time. That's how you're supposed to min-max it. I say supposed to, but you know how you could. The Praetorian! Greater defense. He's a pretty tanky boy now. 911. Okay. And he's going for Tireless Retaliator. Not too shabby. It's a great combo. Which SPs do you have? Do you want a new one? Like, I don't know, this one? There you go, bud. Do you want a spear? I don't think he needs a shield, right? Nope. I don't think he does. I think this is the only... Nope. This one is the only thing that you need a shield for, I'm pretty sure. So, I mean, here, have a shanky shank. This is a nice weapon, though. Take it back. Book of the Wall Breaker. This is for Bigus. Oh, I give it to him. Yes, of course. Remains. I am all that remains. Not my city. I worked hard to build Nymphaeum. Really did. And it was kind of a lesson, you know? It was really a pain building up Nymphaeum when I could have just taken over somebody else. But we did it for the wonder. We did it for the vine. Oh, hey. Okay, they can't quite reach me. Anything interesting going on here? Not really, no. Mordred, where are your heroes? I think Mordred's trying to win the game. Is this beacon still ticking? 1, 2, 3, 4. You cheeky git! Been pretty lackadaisical about this, but we might need to, like, not be. Okay, this one's attached to Kingstone, so we can take Kingstone and move on. Then we unite! I mean, I could just go for Camelot. Okay. I just looked over how long I've been recording. A local tournament is hosted in your city of Avalon, the heart of Avalon. The city is well known for its local military prowess, and it shows. Cheers echo through the streets as contestants clash in the city square. Although each round is harmless in nature, the duels get more serious as victory draws closer. Eventually, one contestant, a seal bearer, kneels before you, badly bruised, but victorious. How would you have the winner serve you? Oh yeah, city stability. That's just what I need. Really, truly. Don't have enough of it. Who are these? Savelli. There he is! I forgot about Actor. Sir Actor is a grizzled veteran of many battles and a noble knight who served Camelot his entire life and beyond. In life, Hector foster-fathered King Arthur and stood at his side against men, beasts, and demigods. But Hector believed that he and the king were mere servants of the realm and the Lord Almighty. In a roundtable of empty displays and softening resolve, his distaste grew until the day he died in battle. Now in Avalon, he stands alongside the current once and future tyrant as his sole arcane advisor. If you are a Deus Vult playthrough, a Tyrant King, or Tyrant Christian, then Hector is your only Arcanist. You could recruit Merlin if you'd like, instead of Mother, but Merlin is true Old Faith, so he will hate you. Whereas Mother is Old Faith Tyrant, and you could get her to be at least like you a little bit with your Tyrant decisions. So, if you're min-maxing your court, Hector will be your only Arcanist. He got buffed? He was okay in our Deus Vult playthrough. It's alright. In the story, he, you find him in a city that's been, like, overrun by the undead. And it's because somebody conducted a ritual to turn all of the citizens of the city into undead. To fight the undead. I don't know who would do such a thing. You know? And it's so funny, because the way the story tells us is some big secret. But it's like, I know what you did, Hector. It's not even like a difficult thing to tell. It's just... hinted at so heavily in the writing. The game has pretty good writing, all things considered. Knight's Tale, that is. In this game, the writing is as good as I'm acting, which hopefully is good. I've gotten some really kind comments about this series, and I really appreciate it, because I put my heart into it. And I hope to do the same in the next series. I know I said that I'm never putting that much effort into character creation again, but with how much you've all enjoyed it, and how much it's really been fun, like doing some editing inputs. Not a lot of editing. I don't like to do a lot of editing, but I forgot this was a thing. Should we try it? Just buff my support some more.
Ignore the middling mages who seek to raise the dead or harness lightning and fire to hurl at you. These fools know not the power resting beneath their own feet. But they will. In the final moments of their insignificant existences, when you bury them beneath a mountain and rend the land beneath their cities.
Remember that video I briefly mentioned that I may do about things I want to see in Age of Wonders 4? When I was, like, briefly scoping it out in my mind, I realized that my main complaint is mountains. And one of the things I want to do to, like, differentiate the video or whatever is I want to try and not only complain, you know, be like, oh, I think this would be cool, or I hate that. I want to also try and offer some relatively simple solutions or, you know, ways to address it. I don't know the code of the game. You know, I don't know the back end or anything. I have no pull like that. But things that I think would be easy based on what's already in the game. Again, whether it would or not be is completely different. Oh. That's pretty good. Do I have a quarry in this silly zone? This is actually a really nice SPI. Okay. I respect it. I actually respect it a lot. Why are there so many quarries in this zone? There's so many. Alright, and Fam can annex a little bit. Hopefully it's not being attacked. That'd be really unfortunate. Should have gone for this one next to the node, but whatever. Sure, I'll put that there. Here, I'll boost this out. Imperial questions. I got the silver tongue. Where is it? It's down here? Where? Right there. The city was founded on a bloody silver tongue fruit. Oh. Okay. Oh, hey, there's military engineering. Only took me 115 turns to find it. Or to get... Well, to find that and get military engineering. Yeah. But so yeah, I was like, is this video going to be things I would like to see changed or mountains? I could even turn this into a meme video of like the state of mountains in Age of Wonders 4. And there's a small part of me that's interested in that idea. Like, there's someone who does, like classic WoW stuff. Well, I guess just WoW stuff in general. And he did a video recently that was like top 10 trees in Azeroth. You know what? I'm thinking about doing something similarly mingtastic with these mountains. They drive me that mad. And I think I have a lot of cool ideas. Like, for example, I don't want to give it all away, but annexing them. So mountains are uninhabitable. And this was the way in Planetfall. So maybe it's just literally baked into the source code that you cannot annex mountains no matter what they do. I hope not. Oh my. But it could be that way. I kind of want to attack, but depending on what... Yeah, see, Mordred, you made the classic mistake. I have to take this. It's a 2v... Look at this! It'll be a 2v3, basically. But just real quick, they're uninhabitable. Again, that's just the way that is in Planetfall. I hope that's not, like, baked into the source code, but who knows. But another reason for that is it adds... What's the word I'm looking for? The whole map isn't, like, claimed. Like, these mountains add in different degrees of variety to every map that you play. And so, you know, okay, I kind of get that. But I still think this should be annexable. And I think that it shouldn't be just as easy as clicking it. But I've been really thinking about what it could cost to not be an impossible choice. Like, when you annex lava, you get a whole bunch of, you know, bonus city stability penalty. That's Tavelli. There's Ector. Okay. No one new here. Who are you? Of course! How could I forget the Red Knight? The Red Knight is a creature of violence and tyranny incarnate. His liege lord Mordred may rule with iron fists, but the once and future king has morals, lines he will not cross, and faith in something greater. The Red Knight does not. This is the Tyrant Apex character, and it's hard to see, but he's red. He's gold right now, but he's red. And I guess he's been redeemed of some sorts in this playthrough. But yeah. He also got buffed in 2.0. And he was alright. The thing is, he's a defender, and Mordred is also a defender, so typically speaking, in the late game, you just bring Mordred. You can bring double defender, it's just their damage output is not fantastic. And on the higher difficulties, you really, really need that damage output. Because your HP is a very valuable resource in Knight's Tale. So if you start losing it in a mission, you're going to start feeling it right quick. And it's not going to be a good feeling. Anywho, mountains. So I was thinking that it could take, like, block your building production for a little bit. Because it's like you're quite literally mining into the mountain. And I think they should be, you know, the province rooms available would be like a quarry, a gold mine maybe. Maybe even a crystal mine or something. Mana crystals. But the choice to annex a mountain tile would cost you production time in your city. Because the whole entire reason I want to annex mountains is because there are a lot of terrain that can be produced where a mountain is just blocking you in or preventing you from getting, you know, across to a bigger part of your empire. And it's just like one little sliver of mountain or interfering. Or the Lady of the Lake in this playthrough, the Heart of Avalon. Did we pop this down? Oh yeah, we're a Ascended Prophet. Hold on. Here we go. Let's make sure this is all lined up now. There we go. The Lady of the Lake in this playthrough had the Heart of Avalon surrounded by, like, half of it was surrounded by, like, mountains. So if you could just annex, you'd probably have to annex 2 in that case, with how thick that wall is, but you could get that, and then you could get to the other side of the map. And that's really my biggest desire with that. It's not like I want to, you know, annex every mountain in the world, although If you let people do it, someone will do it. There we go. Okay. Looking good. I was just trying to think of different, like, arguments for why it's not ideal, or, you know, why they wouldn't want someone to annex the mountains. And, like, another one could be, they don't want to, like, invalidate Mountain Walk or something. Because, you know, if you annex something, it's now in your domain. Maybe they have, I'm gonna murder this guy for the sole reason that he is not a part of the custom heroes I built for Mordred. Goodbye. Ah! But it could be something like, maybe you don't even change moving over the mountain. Or maybe you could create... there could be like a neutral empire affinity trait down at the bottom that allowed you to create tunnels through mountains. And like, if there were two mountain tiles or something, you'd have to own both of them to create it. And it would act like a teleporter. Where everyone else, you'd go through one and then come out the other, and then you have no movement left. But if you had Mountain Walk, or whatever, big ol' blast, you could move through it and retain your movement points, or even restore it, like with teleportation mastery. I just have lots of ideas like that, and I feel like as I keep thinking about this and as my ideas keep growing, it deserves a video. And as it begins to overshadow my other thoughts, you know, maybe it deserves a video all its own. Nailed it. 76, my goodness gracious. I'm just going in here, right? Yep. Okay, is this Mordred? Mordred, you're about to be judged. Look at all those debuffs. Definitely should have done this first, but it's okay. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-bo. And I've been thinking real hard about diplomatic victory. Because I still want that to be a thing. And after playing Endless Legend 2, like, I've just recorded one episode for it, the first episode, which, by the way, if you watched it, thanks. If you recommended that game to me, thank you even more. It's a lot of fun, even though I have no idea what I'm doing. But that game, I mean, it's a Civilization game, right? So it's really cannot be compared. But it has so many victory conditions. And it has like 3 stages of diplomacy for the different things. I'm like, should press that button. This is what the game could be. Age of Wonders 4 could have this level of diplomatic situation. Maybe, who knows. But again, Endless Legend 2 is falls under the Civilization category of 4X. So they're not quite as focused on like the combat as we are. If you kill Biggest Dickus, I will reach my hand through my monitor and tear your neck out. Okay. That's fine. Is there a hero there? Oh. Interesting. But I've been trying to remember, did Planetfall have a diplomatic victory where, like, you could surrender, not surrender, but you could... I was thinking about how to tie this into Overlord, because Overlord's the one mechanic in this game where I'm just like, you know... Pretty lackluster. Oh, this is a Hex. Oh, yeah. Alright, sure, we'll drop the curse. Make it easier to kill Mordred. But I couldn't remember if Planetfall had a, like, you've done well. You have done well. And now, you know, the AI is willing to bend the knee to you, and you get enough of them to bend the knee to you, and you just win. I could not remember if it had that system. I want to say it did, but I don't... Not coming to me. So, who knows? Maybe I made that up. You know, I'm going to have to learn to do this reliably because we're going Warlock on... That's another thing. All of the characters are Warlocks. Although, arguably, Lation... Oh. Okay. Arguably, Lation maybe should be something else. I think Spellblade fits in best, but they didn't change Spellblade, did they? But I mean, he had a big ol' smacking ball and wielded the power of lightning, so... Which Spellblade still has. Did you Warlock Link to me? Hold on. I gotta make sure you never do that again. You better believe I'm doing it in a fancy way. Here we go. Death! It is the end. Escapable end. He's pacified. Oh well. We've enjoyed my ranting. I feel like this is my beacon, team. Or my, my dome. Pretty sure it isn't. I'm steadfast. Alright, well. It's no Anthem of Victory, but it'll keep you safe. Keep it secret, keep it safe. I have no idea what all those numbers were. There were a lot of numbers, though. Okay, Mordred. Good fight. Oh, Mordred, did you walk towards Biggest Dickus? Was you gonna shove his big stick in your chest? I don't think that made it better. Oh well. What hasn't broken? Ah. There we go. The enemy! Do I have to wait one more turn? Into... Okay. I apologize if you can hear the lawnmower. Oh! Let's take Camelot! We have exactly 20 siege. Do I not have... No, we literally just started the Materium tree. I'm like, why aren't I missing something? Yeah. Missing Siege Master. It's an incredible passive. Could be one of the best Imperium traits on the list. Could be. I respect Mordred's attempt to pull in Everchosen and have multiple victory conditions. I do respect it. But that's my shtick. I mean, maybe the Sicarius just, like, protects these? I don't know. Him and Waifu can protect the beacons. Volcano can annex, and it shall annex anything. Indy, mini, money, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he autos, let him go. Master pick various one, and you are Awakening Magic. That damage from my goats. The bestest boy. Oh, hey, we have the remains of Vector. Good, you deserve to be dead. I hated Ector in most of my playthroughs. What did that say? It matters. Your domain has been invaded. Your domain has been invaded. Well, yeah. Does he think he would lose to this light spirit? Is that why he's not attacking me? That's a very strange thought. I don't think he would, but we could just go exalt. There's a dragon. Because there's no important heroes here, I will auto this to see how it does. If it wins, it wins, and we're just move on. Mordred will be back in a minute. Okay. Not sure where you got the dragon. Dragons are extinct on Avalon. There's just one. And I'm pretty sure it's not an Avalonian dragon. Pretty sure it's the dragon that pacted with the Pendragon family. Like 70% sure. Did it come from Avalon, though? Maybe. His father didn't have a dragon. Uther, right? Uther didn't have a dragon spirit? Was it part of the sword thing? To be fair, actual Arthurian legend and what happened in this game are two very different things. High tower. Waifu! Guardian of the flame, protect the tree. Anubis, Lord of the sacred land, my bestest boy, we invoke the age of order. So while channel the Age of Order to reach magic victory. We won't have time for that. But while channeling, your Order Affinity spells cost 20% less mana, world map casting points, and combat casting points. Each turn in combat, a random ally gains 3 random positive status effects and loses all negative status effects. That is the cancel button, not the casting button. Fair. The Age of Order. Ley line focuses in. I don't think this matters. Maybe I should have shuffled for something. I'm sure I could find something if I thought about it long enough. We can bind another wonder. Because, you know, just in case. The Heart of Avalon. Yeah, sure, whatever. Doing great. Nova Minima. Great name. Fantastic name. We captured the Red Knight. We're converting him too. Although, honestly, do you want to convert the Red Knight? When you meet the Red Knight, he has his own, like, little vassals. He's formed his own miniature mock Knights of the Rounds. That's a bright light. And when you meet him, his condition for joining you is that you kill them all. On top of that, his entire mission, he has 3 chests, I believe, that are his loot, quote unquote. And you can choose to honor that and not touch the chests, or you can take from him. I'm pretty sure you lose 1 approval each chest you touch. We would get this. It's fine. It's fine. Delon happens. The Eye of Fire happens. It's just they've all aligned to annoy me at this last final juncture. A distant world somewhere in the astral sea shifts in front of Obadoth. It is ensnared in the chaos world's radiance, forming an ungodly ring of fire in the heavens. Like a naked Balor eye in the firmament, the Eye of Fire gazes down upon your helpless world. Demons and fiends summoned to your world revel in its light, while vassals are driven mad and abandon their oaths and fealty. The Eye's unholy gleam causes the fires on your world to grow, and the flames burn with searing malice. The entire realm descends into a maddening domain of fiery chaos. May the odds be in your favor. For 10 turns, Fiend units have a base attacks, have a 30% chance of inflicting a random status effect. Free cities lose 10 allegiance per turn, and are able to declare war on their overlords when reaching tributary or lower. This is about to be a problem. For the rest of the game, all units have -2 fire resistance. We will weather this evil storm, because it's the end. I was going to wait one more turn if Mordred had not returned yet, but he is here. I'm going to go bind this for funsies. You know, I was really mad that he didn't start. Oh, I can't bind more wonders while Magic's victory's already going? Actually, I think I knew that, but... Whoops, forgot about that. Good to know for future reference. We shall smite him. Actually, we should probably smite the 6-stack. There's no Spelljammer here for some reason. But it doesn't matter. Mordred. Bigus. Dickus. My friend from Rome shall lead us to victory. You know, the most useful thing about the Scourge event was getting +20 Imperium and getting the Siege project. The Scourge itself was not particularly helpful. I think the best one is Winter, right? I don't remember what passive it has, but the Winter Scourge has freezing effects, so I think he is considered to be the best. I also thought about doing a Fae thing. I got a recommendation to do a Fae playthrough. Recommendation, request, whatever. Because I don't think I've done a proper Fae playthrough. Like, the closest I've gotten is, The King in the Underwoods. Which I think we can all agree was a cursed and not truly fantastic playthrough. I think we can all agree upon that. Why is the Wyvern almost dead? Isn't this a combat summon that dies every battle and comes back? At full health, mind you? Awkward. Well, I'm definitely linking to that. There you go. Then we use our special heal. You have... What are you going to link to? Probably this. The Guardians were the highlight of the playthrough, so... Target friendly unit gains 10 temporary hit points and strength. Oh yeah! I forgot I had this. That's a fun button. Sure, whatever. We have our little pocket of greatness. Alrighty. The Reaper Bolt Thrower is the best. I'm not sure I'm ever going to not call them that. Like, I am fully aware that's their incorrect name. But the Reaper Bolt Throwers are the Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers that had been corrupted and re-engineered for the Dark Elves in Fantasy Warhammer. And the name just rolls off the tongue. I mean, it's a lot, Reaper Bolt Thrower, but it just rolls off. And I don't know why. It's just like the enunciations are all right, are in the right spot for it to roll off the tongue. Reaper Bolt Thrower. Feels good. If that makes sense to you, please let me know. I would love to know if you understood what I'm talking about. Because I feel like I may be in the minority. With that, did I? Son of a... Wait, can I move? Can I squeeze in here? Oh. Oh. Death! It is the inescapable end. I learned death in Class of Heroes 3. Now that's a game that has me in a chokehold. It takes every ounce of my being to not just record more Class of Heroes 3. Every single ounce of it. Unfortunately, I'm not in a position for killing Mento here. That game is so much fun. I try to edit it too, so it's not like the most painful thing in the world to watch. Because I know that's not everyone's jam. But oh, so fun. Anyway, my stand-in, Fabe, which is a fairy sage, has learned death, which is a condition, of course. The inescapable end condition. Am I right? This is a chance to insta-kill. The description for death is chance, or is it chance to end one enemy's vitality or something? Such a great name. A great description. Unfortunately, you are attempting to deceive me. Aww. Boop. No, unfortunately, it is a very low chance to cause insta-death. I want to say, I don't know if this is true, that the spellcasting stats Wisdom increases your chance to afflict. Oop, 69. That was not 69. That was a lot higher than 69. Chance to afflict effects like that. So maybe if I stack Wisdom somehow, woo, I can make it happen. We'll see. We'll see. And then there's Death. Is it Death On or Death? Death Ga. Sounds like a Final Fantasy thing. But that's an AoE death. Can't wait to press that button. I hope the Sage gets it. The thing about the Sage, the Fairy, it's a unique course for just the Fairy. Unique class for the Fairy alone. But their shtick is that they kind of get like every spell in the game. They're trying to do everything. And being a Fairy, they're super fast. The downside to getting every spell in the game is that Fairies are... They have such little HP. It's like alarming how little HP they have. But anyway. Death. It is the inescapable end that has come to the once and future king. I got a little sidetracked there. But it looks like it doesn't matter because we're still in this battle. I'm assuming that if I kill this hero, that'll change. Break the wall. Up, up, up. Did I just jump? What? Oh. No, I'm flying, and it just kind of looked like I jumped. Woo. Wow. Did you know that angels have good spirit resist? Why does the ballista have grace? Can anyone do anything about this? Not really, no. Okay, well. We're almost done. This is a good playthrough. It was a lot of fun. I do think that that vision was so easy. And that gave me kind of like the kick in the ass I needed to just jump ahead of everybody. We just ran over Mother. They did nerf it, and by nerf it I mean they made it more difficult, but apparently all of those visions, the Vision of Promise, were all super easy to complete, except for one. Oh, I can't remember. There was only one of them that wasn't made more difficult. In fact, I think it was even buffed, the reward. Was it Materium? Could have been Materium. But, my friends, victory for Nova Roma. Once the game decides that it is true. Just know that it is so. The 1v1 concluded. Victory at hand. I knew it was going to be useful when his capital was so close to mine. A victor stands proudly upon the remains of their enemies. You subjugated this world through force, as the Roman Empire of the past did before you. When the dust settles, you will discover whether your cause was just, or if you merely fanned the flames of entropy. Okay. We're red. This is exactly what I was talking about. Here's Camelot, here's Nova Roma. We obtained the Temple of Vesta through the Promise. Like, his third city just popped up. Turn 17. And that was just a big whoop. Because we didn't have to start from the very beginning like Kingstone was doing. It was there, it was ready. And then, of course, Mother began aggressing, and we put an end to that. Quite quickly as well. First player down, turn 46. This was a large map, right? Maybe I put too many people on the surface, because there was only Blint underground, right? Maybe I should try and split that up a little bit more. Like 5 top, 4 down, maybe, if I can. Septimus Missoula was really easy as well. Didn't expect him to be so close to me. I kind of expected him to be like a late game enemy, but I mean, he was doing okay. Wonder if the AI really knows how to manipulate the monuments. They had a couple built, right? Like they had 2. But weren't they only foundational? I bet the AI cheating is going to help them out a lot. Who's blue? Oh, Morrigu. Morrigu never... She started stronger than she ever was. Huh. Look at Mordred. My goodness. Her starting bonus was... It was his level in Heroes, I think. I don't think I gave her any... And Tomes. Didn't even give her a city. Interesting. And then yellow is Lancelot. Lancelot kind of got his face kicked in the whole time. This is Blint. Blint was fighting the good fight. I know we always shit talk Blint here, but I didn't give him a lot of bonuses. Like, I may have just started him off at level 4. But he was in a tough spot. Alright. Well, that was fun. An excellent series under the belt. Thank you all for following it and having a great time. At least I hope you did. No! We'll just have to say that Gaius, you know, he obtained his human form or something. I mean, I could always change it, I suppose. We can edit our Pantheon characters. Ascended Martyrdom. 1 turn after this unit dies, it comes back with 40% of its total hit points. Oh, can we find the new Ascension traits? This is disgusting. Okay, here's one. Divener. So friendly units in a 2-hex radius gain precognition. This doesn't really make sense for Gaius, unfortunately. At the start of combat, summon a vigil unit. This also doesn't really make sense. Paluladin gives us a heal. So what? This is the tier 2. Are we getting 2 from the tier 2 tome? There's no way. Huh. We could go Martyr. Although honestly, I don't want Gaius to die, but if Gaius did die... Huh. That's kind of disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. This is super strong. I mean... Okay. New headcanon. Blessbringer. The blessing of the Nova Roman Pantheon. And the dragon is us calling it back from Avalon's past. Boom. Ascension! Thank you for 21 points. I appreciate that. Also, someone pointed out, Victorious is now 250. I went back through a couple of videos, and it's been 250 for a while. I have no idea when they made this change. It was originally 500, and that was the easiest way to farm out Pantheon points. You would just start a game, 1v1, small map, well, first of all, you could cheese it before they prevented this. Go out, cheese it, and you find someone, you surrender. It took like literally 2 turns, like 2 minutes maybe, or less, probably like 1 minute, and you could get victorious through allied victory. Then of course you just have to do a 1v1 campaign that was on a small map, and you go bonk them right quick. But now it's 250, so it takes 2 of those to get 1 level. I don't know. Speaking of levels, team, we now have enough to get everything. So, of course, we're going to get the Golden Gaudier's crown. We'll give that to Gaius. The Constellation Banner Icon. We'll get all of them, I guess. The Fearless passive item fusion. The Inner Grace item infusion. The Overcharge. That could be fun. And the Archon Helmet customization. And there are 4 more options. These are for Archons, and they're basically repurposed from the Titan and the Fallen Titan. But we have the Giant Archon Body, which is the armor of the Titan, and the Giant Archon Helm, which is the helmet of the Titan. And then we have the Giant Revenant Body and the Giant Revenant Helm. I'm planning on using at least the body for Lei Shen if he wins the poll. That's why I wanted a Giant King so that I could use this, because I knew we were going to unlock it. But we are back to being 100% unlocked. Huzzah! GG. Bye, friends. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Feel free to vote in the poll to determine the next playthrough, which will be the most difficult playthrough yet. I have decided the Immaterium is getting pretty full, that I'm just going to run it down for an Arctica thing. Whether I include it as part of that video I talked about that may or may not do, or that I just do it and be like, hey, I did this thing, I have not yet decided. But the Pantheon is about to be full, so I need to do that for the achievement, and then I will just delete all the story characters, because I don't care. I don't care about them. We're here for the characters that we played through and saw to victory, just like Gaius, Julius, Mento. Thank you to patrons and the channel support channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you'd like to stay up to date in the channel, feel free to join the description down below, and I will see you in the next Undead playthrough.
Ruin has come to our family.